Hello and namaste. Welcome to another YinAsh practice. We are going to be doing YinAsh Just Breathe, so a slightly shorter practice in terms of time. What we are going to do is focus a lot more on the choreograph of breath, just so we can be very centered and also have that moment of personal peace and moving through each of those asanas using our breath work so we have greater mobility and also personal grounding. Let's get started with our practice. We'll be starting in upward facing dog. So go to your mat. Once we've gone through our breath sequences, we'll be going into a short meditation at the end. So here, upward facing dog, looking forward, and inhale and exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. Roll the toes under. Push back. Blade knees, toes together, into child's pose. Deep breath in, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Drawing up here, and then hands forward, moving into pigeon pose, and flatten the foot behind, looking forward. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Roll the toe under, behind, push up forward and change one leg or the other. Flatten the foot down, sitting into your hip there. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, focus on breath, inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, focus on the here and now, inhale and exhale. Enjoying those stretches through your body, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Roll the toe under, pushing up, weight off that leading leg into downward facing dog. Hips up high, looking through legs. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Lengthen your body into a high plank, knees down, chest down. Inhaling up and pushing through here for upward facing dog. Inhale focusing on breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Roll the toes under, lifting up your hips, toes together, splayed knees, back into child's pose. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Drawing up, palms forward and taking knee up, flatten the toe. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Roll the toe under, push up and exchange one leg for the other. Sitting in and inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Pull the toe under, up, push up, and into downward facing dog. Inhaling, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Straighten the body out into tabletop position, high plank down, knees, chest. Inhaling and pushing up, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Roll the toes under. Push back through your hips, toes together, splayed knees into child's pose. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Drawing up, palms forward and knees in, flatten the toe, looking forward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Roll the toes under, pushing up through an exchange. Flatten the foot down and lifting up here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Roll the toes under, pushing up, looking through legs into downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, Exhale. Stretch the legs out long. Top body and then down. Chest to floor. Palms of hands under your shoulders. Inhaling and pushing up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Toes under, hips up. Toes together, splayed knees. Into child's pose. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Focus entirely on breath. Move the palms and hands forward into your toes. Leaning up and forward into the pigeon pose. Inhale here and exhale. Roll the toe under, up, exchange into the other one, flatten the foot behind, nice tall posture here, sitting into that triangular position of your front leaning leg. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Roll the toes under, lifting up the hips high and looking through legs, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. Lengthen the body into a high plank, knees, chest down, pushing up and sitting back into your feet. Well done. We're going to run through all of those asanas again, this time for 5 breaths on each, followed by our lovely meditation right at the end. Now remember, when you're focusing on your breath, do just focus on that. It's a moment where you can really dig down into how you feel about you and the grounding that, of course, that we all need, and just that time and space where it is only just about you, just about your breath, just about moving your body in a very positive way. Let's go into outward facing dog now. 5 breaths through all of each of these asanas before we close with a very short but very worthy meditation at the end. Here we go. Inhaling, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Hips up, toes together, knees splayed, and the forehead to the ground. Child's pose. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Drawing up, palms forward onto your toes, knee up, flatten the toe, looking in here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Roll the toes under, pushing up, releasing the front leg. Triangular position with the opposite leg front leading, sitting nicely into the hip there. Lengthen the leg behind. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale and exhale. Roll toes back and then into downward facing Shavasana. You do have the option, of course, to be on a chair if that's more comfortable for you. I'll let you choose. This is a succinct meditation now that we can drift away into as a close of our practice. Remember, these practices are here so they can fit very nicely into very busy schedules and something that you can repeat very easily, whether it's a morning practice or an evening practice. It doesn't really matter. What really matters is that you get the opportunity to do it and make sure that you provide that opportunity for yourself. And you can dovetail all of these YinAsh practices accordance to the time available, and of course you can do it anywhere, whether you're travelling, at home, but just make sure you get it in because that's something for you. Let's go into Shavasana and let's go into our meditation. So get you set up.
Today, I summon to my life a positive mentality through which I can let go and be at peace. Behind my closed eyelids, the cool, dark space is soothing, inviting me to feel calm and tranquil. As I draw in a deep breath, every cell in my body is activated and energized, and I can feel the life current run from the base of my spine right up to the top of my head, bringing me to a state of greater awareness. As I exhale, I release a strand of my essence, which merges with the cosmos. In this state, I am fully conscious of my entire being. I can see myself in the grander scheme of life, and I am an integral part of the universal ecosystem. Around every corner and in every experience, there is a miracle that I embrace. I see beauty all around me, from the copper coin glinting in the sun's rays to the panting dog smiling on the street corner. I am grateful for life's little gems, and I am open to receiving blessings in abundance. Right now, I surrender control and accept my life just as it is, knowing everything is well and everything will be well. Through gratitude, acceptance, and understanding, I have cultivated a positive mindset. What I sow is what I reap. And today I choose to sow the seed of limitlessness. I choose to open the doors or build new ones behind which my greatest life lies. I am ready to fulfill my destiny, and I feel a sense of empowerment as I become aware of my breathing again and experience the cool, dark space behind my eyelids, which let in the
Nice deep breath in. Remain where you are just for a moment. No rush to get up. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I did. And that is your short practice for YinAsh Just Breathe. And make sure that you go onto the library so you can access even more from us, and do even more back to back if you obviously have the timeline as well, because they're all very beneficial. Carefully selected different asanas, working with your breath and in a choreographed position, so we can gain maximum benefit for being at one with ourselves. I'll see you again soon.